An underwater expansion has just been announced for Pokemon Pokopia. Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. A very surprising update today from the Nintendo Direct, as Pokemon and Nintendo have just confirmed a brand new expansion pass for Pokemon Pokopia with 3 parts releasing over the next year or so. We're going to break down everything you need to know. So if this sounds like fun, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new here, and let's get into it. Now, it seems the rumours were true because a brand new feature is also coming to Pokemon Pokopia as a diving feature. As you'll see here, the Ditto will blow a bubble over its head and then be able to run into the water. This is of course a bit of a cutscene, not necessarily the gameplay itself, but you will be able to dive into watery areas in the ocean in Pokemon Pokopia and explore vast new area here. And just as you'd expect, you can build here, find terrain here, and various Pokemon. No doubt we'll get new Pokemon as well. An example literally shows off in the trailer. A whole building being built, some infrastructure, new furniture. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, before we get into the different parts of the DLC, the first one is a free software update which will be available August, and this, as far as I can tell, will just introduce the diving mechanic and the ability to learn the dive move. In order to learn this, you will have to raise the environment level to a certain point in Bleak Beach. You will also need to be able to jump and surf, so if you've been playing the game for a while, you'll be pretty prepared for this. This feature will be the key feature, of course, in allowing you to actually dive in the water and decorate all the underwater areas, which is really cool. What's more, the part 1 of this expansion pass, which is called Bubbly Basin, which is just super fun, appears to add a new area, new mermaid furniture, even kind of new terrains and materials like the bubble flute things where you can see the bubbles raising from the ground there, and of course several new Pokemon. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass, which includes the Bubbly Basin, will be available to pre-order on the Nintendo eShop later today on June 9th, which is the day of the Direct, of course, if you're watching this in the future. Now, what's really cool is this is just the start, because a part 2 of the DLC, which will add additional new features, will be available late in 2026. So no doubt this will be some holiday themed stuff. I'm totally speculating here, but towards the end of the year, we'll get part 2 of this expansion pass. And going into 2027, an additional new town will be added to Pokemon Pokopia, which is pretty crazy. So we have the Bubbly Basin, which is a new basin underwater area, new Pokemon, materials, furniture and the likes. Later in the year, new features, and the next year an entire new town. So 3 parts to this Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass. Now, just to avoid any confusion, the new dive move is part of the free software update, whereas the Bubbly Basin area will be part of the DLC. So you will be able to dive even if you don't get the expansion pass, but of course getting the expansion pass will open up the content and the entire world to you. So that's pretty much everything to know about the expansion pass really, but if you do buy the expansion pass, there's a few redeemable bonus items for doing so, including the dynamic Ditto print recipe, which of course you can use to customize items at workbenches, and a bunch of rare Pokemetal, 30 pieces of Pokemetal to be precise, which you will get if you pre-order the expansion pass now. You'll get the codes and you can redeem them once the DLC is launched. So basically, pre-order the DLC, get a code sent through email, and then you can redeem them through the mystery gifts feature in the game. So yeah, huge news for the Pokemon Pokopia community. Let me know what you think of this. We might have to do a bit of a deeper dive into this and see what new items we could see in the trailer. But for now, as a bit of a recap, that's everything that's been announced. A DLC pack, 3 parts to the DLC. It will be available to pre-order later today. And yeah, it turns out the rumors were true. Let me know what you think. Are you excited to build an underwater world? Or are you still battling the story mode right now? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.